taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Bills sideline is Sean McDermott. His guys losers a week ago trying to turn things around here. Then on the other side you've got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About ready to get us going. And off we go from Jacksonville. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, Zach Wilson.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week, way too many interceptions, didn't throw a touchdown pass, team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Play action. It's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You look at this Buffalo defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The Bills at 9-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape and not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now Allen. And that will be incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jaguars offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. They'll start on the ground. Etienne takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 29. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
On the counter, Etienne. Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bills' 8-yard line.
Now Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
They go play action now. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And goal to go.
Here's Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And down to the 41. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Oh, it still won't go down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
That's another Bills first down.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Quick slant to Shakir. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. And hold on to that football, by the way. That's a big one. Catch number 150 for him on the year. That breaks the single-season mark set by Michael Thomas of the Saints in 2019. Congratulations. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A little juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fights off the defender. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he enters this final weekend of the regular season as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And the Jaguars, 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Jaguars' 47-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36.
First down.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Lloyd on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Up the middle to Davis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And just shedding him off there. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it. We just saw it there.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Pass on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
A loss of 5. It's now 3rd and 9.
Wilson. And it is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, he's got Myers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Thomas goes in motion left. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw there to Strange. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that is no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. The Bills offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And as we enter the final slate of games of the regular season, he's trying to hold on and capture the crown as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. 105 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Powering his way forward. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Again, it's Cook. And this time he's in for a Buffalo touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for it.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Jaguars 3. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Looking to put a drive together. Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. ETN once more. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Allen. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Another toe for Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags 1st down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Another Jaguars 1st down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
49-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Wilson. Thomas brings it in. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
At the Bills' 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jakobi Meyers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes the score Bills 24.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Jakobi Meyers on the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. That's caught by Shakir. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
And the Bills first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And quickly, they get to the line.
First down.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Allen to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. ETN up the middle. And they'll get him down here about the 42.
He's brought down
from the 42 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Point after here coming up. And now the kick is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Inside give to Davis. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Draw play, ETN. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of back to horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys ran out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bills getting set to go. The bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the ground with a tight end. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
First down. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
On play action, Allen. Complete on the comeback route. That's Shakir. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Ray Davis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Allen will try to throw for it. That's caught. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Jags down by a field goal. A little under 2.5 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now Wilson. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Throwing is Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Here now, third down. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and a couple. Here's a give to Davis. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer, cooped up, too up, make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We bout to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too.